G'day, my name's Darryl Webb. Today we're going to look at the Phoenix TK20R. We'll go over its specifications, we'll look at its build quality, we'll see some of its intended purposes, and if you stay around to the end, we'll put a heap of beam shots in so you can sort of see the size of the hotspot and flood and how the UI works and whatnot. Anyway, on that note, let's get into it. Alright, so I've had this out of the packet. I've been using it for about a week. I thought I'd stick it back in there so you could see roughly. Not everything's in there, I don't think. But this is roughly what you would expect to get when you get it. Okay, so in the packaging is the torch. It's a little bit dirty because I have been using it. I've been using it a lot actually. You'll get an instruction manual, just something, a warranty card, you get a lanyard, you get a little holster, and there's also a USB-C lead in there for charging it, but it's not in the packet at the moment. Alright, let's just start off with a couple of the features of the light. We'll bring this in so you can actually read it. So it's a 3000 lumen light on its turbo mode. On turbo it gives 3000 lumens for 2 hours and 50 minutes. It'll do, like most torches, it'll do a minute or two of turbo and then it will drop down to probably like 1000 lumens. Okay, on high it's 1000 lumens, but it goes for 3 hours and 10 minutes. Medium is 350 lumens, it goes for 7 hours. Low is 150 lumens, it goes for 21 hours and 20 minutes. Eco is 30 lumens, goes for 48 hours. And there is a strobe function there as well, which hits at 3000 lumens. It has a maximum throw of 475 meters, has 1 meter drop resistance, and it is IP68 submersible. They describe it as the Phoenix TK20R version 2 is a multi-purpose tactical flashlight featuring incredible performance by throwing a maximum of 3000 lumens and a beam distance of up to 475 meters. Quickly and easily operate the light to choose between 6 lighting modes by using the dual tactical tail switches. It's durable and rugged with IP68 dustproof and waterproof ratings. The included high-capacity 5000 mAh lithium-ion battery can be conveniently charged through a USB-C port on the flashlight, making the Phoenix TK20R version 2 flashlight your go-to for the high-intensity and long-lasting tactical performance. On the box, it says on there, a couple of things just about there: instant strobe, USB-C, limited lifetime warranty, dual tactical reel switches. It says a 48-hour runtime up to 56,600 candela, 475 meters throw, 1 meter drop resistance, 2 meter water resistant, 3000 lumens. It gives you a couple of things there to say what it's used for, and it shows, I guess it's a rifle, so I'm guessing hunting, and police, law enforcement, security, things like that. Anyway, that's that. The holster, very nifty little holster, pretty standard fare these days. Alright, the light itself. Let's just go real quick, just some of its things. So it has a Phoenix branded 5000 mAh 21700 lithium battery. It gives you those good run times and will hold its charge even if it's in your car for a few months at a time. Recharging it is, it's got a little you just spin this and it winds down and it reveals a USB-C plug. There is a charging light indicator on there. When it's red when it's charging, when it's full it goes green. And also if you need to check your battery level while it's like that, you can press it and just turn it on and it will show you a light. There's different, it's in the menu in the book, there's different lights. It'll flash, and also if it gets quite low, I think every 3 minutes the light will actually blink, just to let you know. The user interface. So it's pretty simple on this. There is a momentary button and there is a switch. You can half press it sort of thing and hold it there, but if you full press it stays on. And the momentary one, if you press it, it gives you strobe. When it's on and you want strobe, hold it in, it will give you strobe. As far as the actual modes that it sort of goes through, when you hit that and turn that on, then you use the momentary switch and it'll go for its different brightnesses. Okay, so that is eco mode, that is low, that is medium, that is high, that is turbo, which is really bright and hot. and back to eco mode. It's just round robins, and it's got a memory, so whatever you turn it on at, it goes back to that. And also, I said, everyone's off. If you need instant strobe, you can. Bit of a shame. I'm not sure how much people use strobe. I don't know the demographics of what people actually use for this light, but for it, it's sort of marketed as a general purpose light. I would have found it would have been nice to have had instant turbo instead of instant strobe, and then off the main button just go back to whatever you got on memory. Anyway, but I said maybe I'm way off on that. Now looking at LED, it's a compact thrower, so it's got a deep dish illuminator in there, and it's a sort of never been domed type chip with a nice deep reflector. So as you can see, that's what gives it that 475 meters of throw. Build quality wise, look, everything is nice and O-ringed. You can see all the O-rings in there. The threads they're lubed and they feel very nice. They're, no grittiness whatsoever. The buttons are very, very tactile. Good feedback. That button is raised quite a lot more than the other one, so it doesn't matter which way you're holding the torch, you sort of find the main button pretty good. So it's definitely got a bit of a, not an aggressive bezel, you wouldn't want to be hit by it, but it's not sharp, it won't wear and chafe in your pocket and things like that. The charging thing, it also is all O-ringed. As it goes up, you sort of get to this about there, and then you feel it gets some resistance, and you tighten that tiny little bit more as it closes that last little bit, and I'm guessing that's jumping over the O-ring, so it gives it that IP68. Build quality all in all is pretty good. The knurling's a bit, it's fine. Maybe just because I'm used to other torches now, they seem to be quite aggressive, the knurling. It's fine, and it's definitely not, it's not slippery at all. Like, it's a lot finer. But also, one thing they have managed to do in this, they've kept the body size at a true 1 inch. So if you're someone that mounts these in, maybe on a firearm or things like that, most of your mounts are 1 inch. So the fact that it is actually a proper 1 inch, it will mount in all your things, and obviously you can just remove that clip and mount it on whatever you like. So all in all, build quality is very good. Okay, we'll just go pros and cons quickly. I've said I've been using it for a week. I've sort of found some of its strong points and where I think it belongs in the world of torches. I like that it's USB-C. That's, everyone has USB-Cs these days. I like that it's actually a thrower, and they've kept the head quite small. I really like that the body is 1 inch, because if you're someone who mounts these on firearms, I have a lot of little mounts that are 1 inch to Picatinny rail, and you can actually direct them where you need. So if you use them on rim fires or anything like that, this would be very good. Your rim fire, the angle between the scope and the actual barrel can be quite different. So sometimes you find you're looking at the very bottom of the spot or the top. So it's nice that you can put this in a mount, adjust it so it's actually very well matched to your crosshairs. The dual buttons I think is actually really good, and the build quality is good. That leads me into the cons with this. It's not a big con, as I said. I'm not sure the demographic, maybe more law enforcement use these things and they want instant strobe, but I would have really liked if that button took you through to instant turbo and the main button just took you through to whatever your memory was on. That would, as a general purpose torch, I think that would have made more sense. Besides that, as far as cons, I can't find any. It's a good, honest light. It gives a 3000 lumen hit out, so like it's no slouch. It's very, very bright. And I think it will suit the average person. We'll call that the conclusion. It is a good light as a general purpose light. I know where this one's going to live. This one's going to live on my quad bike, or it's going to live in my car. I think it's perfect for that. The size is the 21700s are at the bigger end for everyday carry. So I tend to use 18650 lights for everyday carry type stuff. But for something that's going to be, this is not big in your car or on your quad bike or maybe in your backpack or something like that. The fact that it's got 3000 lumens, I mean, it's a, for its size, it's punching really, really hard. I like the spot and I like the amount of spread. It's still very usable as a general purpose light, but also the spot's small enough and tight enough that you do get a decent throw. And at 475 meters that you can sort of see out to, it's throwing a long way. Anyway, on that, I will put a link in the description of where you can get these guys. They're priced pretty similar to most other stuff. Phoenix Light is definitely a good quality brand. I have one of their headlights which I reviewed about a year ago, and I use that a lot. I actually find myself using that on my quad bike to my quad bike's got fixed forward lights. There's nothing mounted on the handlebars, so having a light independent on my head where I look is really good, and they are very, very bright. So yeah, I like this, and Phoenix Light did send it to me, so I'm not going to be biased and say it's something good when it isn't. I actually do. I like it. It's one of my favourites. Its size factor, it's a great little torch, and I'm pretty sure it's going to live in my four-wheel drive. Anyway, on that note, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, thumbs it down, tell me why. And stay tuned, because I'll put a heap of beam shots up for you now, and hit the subscribe button if you like more stuff like this. Anyway, bye for now. Okay, we're just looking down the road here, and you can see at the end of the road there is a reflector and a sign, and that is at 100 metres. So we'll start off with the light. I'll put it down so you can see it. Okay, so you can sort of see the spill and the hotspot. That is on eco mode. You know, it's going up to low, to medium. You can see again the size of the hotspot. The colour temperature's somewhere. It's cool white. It's a bit closer to neutral white, but it is definitely cool. Alright, getting up a bit higher there now. That fence is probably closer to 125 metres, the fence you can see in the background behind the signs and the train line there. And I'm going to guess that's turbo. Those trees, the signs that are reflecting back 100 metres. So you can see it gives a nice wide amount of spill and a pretty good hotspot. That's back to eco mode. Low, medium, high, turbo. There you go. Pretty good. Very impressive.